Hello everyone, welcome back to Exam Key Point Dentistry. Today we are going to discuss a very important oral surgery topic for BDS exam, that is the apicoectomy, that is also called root and resection. This is very common short note and long question in university exams, so watch till the end. So the definition. So apicoectomy is a surgical endodontic procedure which is involving the removal of the apical portion of the tooth root, including the surrounding infecting tissue, followed by the retrograde filling of the root canal to seal it from the apex. So in simple words, apicoectomy is a minor surgical procedure. It is done when infection is present at the root tip, that is the apex. So we remove the infecting root tip, the infecting surrounding tissue, then we seal the root from the bottom side. This sealing from the root tip side is also called retrograde filling. So it is typically performed when conventional root canal therapy, that is the RCT, fail or retreatment is not possible or unsuccessful. So it is performed when conventional root canal treatment fails. Means if RCT fails or retreatment is not possible or infection is still present, then we do apicoectomy. So in simple, so in left image show the surgical instrument working nearing the gum, that is assessing giving the near the root tip. Okay, so this is a surgical instrument which is working nearing the gum and the assess is given nearing the root tip, and in right image show the gum is reflecting, the bone is removed and the infecting tissue is clean. So this is a removal of the inflamed infecting tissue, root tip is cut and filling is placed from the apex. Okay, so this diagram shows the complete surgical concept in one picture. Now the indication, so it is very important for the exam. So first one is persistent periapical pathology after the RCT. So these include periapical granuloma, periapical cyst and chronic apical periodontitis. Means even after RCT, infection at root tip remains. Okay, so next one is failed conventional endodontic retreatment. So if re-RCT does not solve the problem, then we do apicoectomy. Third one is presence of the obstructed or non-negotiable canal preventing the cleaning. So if canal is blocked and cannot be removed, so there is surgery needed. Now the fourth one is perforation near the apex or separating instrument near the root tip. So if there is any separating instrument near the root tip, so it is needed. Now the next is complex root anatomy. Example is like curved root. Next is presence of the root and resorption, and the last one is fractures conform to the apical third of the root. Means if fractures is only at the root tip, then apicoectomy is possible. Now the contraindications. So absolute contraindication. So it is not used in non-restorable tooth due to the extensive crown or root damage or vertical root fractures, poor periodontal support like advanced bone loss, uncontrollable systemic disease like diabetes and bleeding disorder. Related contraindication, that is if there is proximity to the vital structure, that means that if it is close to the inferior alveolar nerve and maxillary sinus, then it is contraindicated. Inadequate access to the root apex, uncooperative patient or poor oral hygiene, so it is contraindicated. Okay, so very important viva question is difference between the absolute and the relative contraindication. Now the surgical techniques of the apicoectomy. So pre-operative procedure. So first step is medical history review. So pre-operating mouth rinse with the chlorhexidine and local anesthesia. Example 2% is lignocaine with the epinephrine. So always mention LA in exam answer. Okay. Now the next step is surgical step. So flap design and reflection. So make a full thickness periosteal flap to expose the root apex. Means we reflecting the gum along with periosteum to the exposed bone. So common flap is triangular, rectangular and semilunar. So carefully reflecting the flap with a periosteal elevator. So first one is, so in show the top left diagram show the triangular flap incision. Okay, so this one is triangular flap incision. Top right show the rectangular flap. So this one is rectangle. Here we give a rectangular flap. And the next, okay, now the bottom diagram show the semilunar curved incision which is attached to the gingiva. And the last image, the flap is reflecting using a periosteal elevator. So full thickness flap is reflecting to the exposed root apex. Okay. Now the bone removal and the curettage. So we have to removing the bone using a round burr in a surgical hand pick with irrigation to removing the cortical bone over the root apex. Okay, so round burr in surgical hand piece with irrigation. So purpose is removing the cortical bone over the root apex. So in this diagram you see a bone. You see a burr is removing the bone over the root tip. Okay, now the next one is curettage. So remove the granulation tissue or cystic tissue around the apex with the curate. So in this diagram you see this is a removal of the inflamed infecting tissue around the root. So here is the important exam point is sand tissue for biopsy if cyst is suspected. Okay, now root and resection. So here the resection is 3 mm of the root tip perpendicular to the long axis. Okay, so here the important number is 3 mm. Okay, why 3 mm? Because the most apical delta or lateral canals are present in last 3 mm. Okay, so removing 3 mm eliminate the infection pathway. So the left image show the gum is retracted and root is visible. So this you see this is gum is retracted, and right image show the root tip is cut and removed. Okay, so here you see a root tip is cut and removed. So procedure is exposing the cut 3 mm and then removing the infected tip. Okay, now the inspection and preparation of the root end. Now we inspect the root under magnification for any crack, isthmus or missed canal. Then we have to prepare a 3 mm deep retrograde cavity. Okay, using a retrosonic tip or the micro burr. So in this left image show the inspection of the cut root surface. Okay, now the right image show the preparation of the retrograde cavity. So in this we have preparing the retrograde cavity. So here the exam tip is cavity depth should be 3 mm. Okay, now the retrograde filling. So now we will fill the cavity with a biocompatible material. So here the gold standard is MTA, that is a mineral trioxide aggregate, and the other one is biodentine. So the left image show the root and filling material which is 3 mm up to the 3 mm, and the right image show the bone is healing after the procedure. Okay, you see a bone is healing. Here the bone is healing. So this show the success of the surgery. Now the next one is flap reposition and suturing. So here the step is irrigate thoroughly with a saline, reposition the flap and sutures with a resorbable and non-resorbable sutures like a silk or vicryl. So now the next one is post-operating care. So we will giving the NSAIDs, antibiotics if needed, post-operative instruction like avoid trauma and maintain hygiene, and sutures will be removal after 5 to 7 days. So here the complications, possible complications is pain, swelling or infection, persistent sinus tract, damage to the adjacent anatomical structures, and failure of the healing or the reoccurrence. So it is very common short note exam questions in exam. So today we learned definition, indication, contraindication, surgical steps, retrograde filling, complication. So apicoectomy is a tooth-saving surgical procedure when RCT fail. So if you found these lectures helpful, like, share and subscribe to my channel Exam Key Point Dentistry, because here we explain dentistry in easy exam language for BDS student. Thank you so much for watching. See you in the next lecture.